Yes. Big up everyone that is here, and welcome to another stream on the channel. And yes, as you can see by the title, Cody Gakpo has joined Liverpool Football Club, but I'm joined by someone to discuss it with. But I'm just low right now. I'm just my mood is generally. I was watching the Arsenal game. It was this mood was there. When I saw Romano, I said, "Oh, here we go." It dropped down. But listen, I'm joined by Toby. I was gonna say how are you, Toby, but yeah, we're just disappointed, are we?
Yeah.
No, for me, listen, I've done streams with Hardy multiple times this season. I've always used to say to him, the board are incompetent. Let's not get gassed. United fans have to realize the board are incompetent. They make slow transfers, and then they just think, oh, you know what? We're here for the money. We're just here to appease fans. Let's buy Casemiro. Let's buy Anthony. And let's just forget people. But then now they just want to upset Eric Tenag and not sign Cody Gakpo and just fail out on him. And Romana came out today and said on United Stand that the board are deciding whether they want to pay 50 million. Excuse me, you paid 80 million for Maguire. You paid 60 million for Fred. Why are you thinking about
Yeah.
to pay 50 million for Gakpo? It doesn't make sense to me, but
It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't
It
make
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
It just shows the board are slow. This board is slow and shit. And for me, John Murtough, the reason why he's in the title is because this is his fault. Because apparently he's meant to be director of board, yeah. But we're not busy now because people are gonna say, "Oh, don't worry, let's move on. We can get Felix." I don't think we can even get Felix. I honestly don't because he could go to Arsenal or in Chelsea.
But
Chelsea,
Chelsea, yeah,
Chelsea,
Chelsea.
mate, Chelsea. We'll probably join Chelsea us because listen, people can say, "Oh, we got a new project here." Go the Gakpo could have joined us if we have a new project. But listen, for me, I'm just disappointed, man. I wanted him. He was my priority, but for me, I'm disappointed, man. I'm just disappointed. But Toby, man, express your feelings. Express them, Toby.
Seriously, it's really really heartbreaking. When you remember how incompetent these Glazers are, they're supposed to make amends. How can they, how can they right their wrongs, even if we know they've committed a lot of atrocities, if you know what I mean, in terms of, transfer dealings and in terms of management of the club. But it's really shocking because we've been linked with Gakpo for a while right now. I think um since last summer, if I'm not mistaken. We've been linked with him. And the player himself wants, he actually wants to play for Manchester United. Gakpo loves Manchester United, and each time he's been asked, each time he has the opportunity to be asked, he never hides his feelings. He publicly airs his feelings. His love for the club, his love for the manager, and I feel, I feel, he had the power to, to still reject this Liverpool bid. But I think he's kind of pissed because he's human. He's pissed because we've taken so long as a club to go for him. He has declared his intentions, and we are talking about rebuild. We're talking about we're trying to, you know, get better as a team or as a club. We're supposed to get players who want to play for the club, players who are passionate. And Gakpo is that kind of prep player because he has never hidden his intentions and his desires to play for the club. It makes us wonder maybe the board or the owners have actually let Ten Hag down, which obviously may be the case, if you know what I mean, because Gakpo is exceptional. He's versatile, his talents, his abilities, they're without questions. You understand? It's glaring, and we can see what he actually did in the World Cup. So it shows how delusional the owners or the boards are. Like you said, you rightly said, you bring us about 60 million or 70 million for Casemiro, 100 million for Anthony. You look at these other lads that we got for huge sums of money. So why can't you get Gakpo? Of course, his quality. We need to upgrade. You need to have a better squad depth because that is very very important. And obviously, we don't have a quality squad depth. You look at Anthony Elanga. Of course, he's not that quality. We need, it's high time we need to start bringing quality. Of course, Gakpo now in Liverpool, he has added. In fact, the Liverpool team now have a fantastic player. They now have a very good squad depth. They have a very good player that's been added to the quality that they have. And definitely, when all these players um get back from injury, because they are all injured, I believe, the competition, and we'll definitely see more. Gakpo will become the first choice, of course, obviously. So the Glazers, personally, I cannot wait, and you can't wait, and every Manchester United fans watching us around the world, they cannot wait to make 2023 come, where we have to get rid of these Glazers, because it shows the indecision. I mean, the decision making, rather, the decision making process. It's below par. You spend big, you waste monies, hundreds of millions on players. Why can't you get a decent player who is of better quality? For a decent price, for a decent price.
Yeah.
So it's really really alarming, and it's really really disturbing. I know a couple of Manchester United fans around here in Nigeria, and most of them are pissed. This news didn't actually go down well with them, because they know the Glazers are at it again, and we are like you said, and I know that we may miss out on Felix too. So it's really shocking, and it's really really alarming.
100%. Let's go through the comments first. We got a comment here from Ryan says, big up Tommy, big up Brian. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Chris Watch, he's a Liverpool fan. He says that deal came out from nowhere. That's another Fabinho deal where you were linked with him, then we end up signing him. Yep. Big up Ali, hope you're doing well, mate. Big up for tuning in the comments. Ryan says, I wouldn't trust the board to get deals done, and this one proves it. Joel, this is on the Man United stream, apologies there. Let's go through the comments. Ryan says, you will always speak sense, Toby. Great guest. Big up, man. Big up, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
Well, yeah, man. Listen, for me, I'm low right now, man. What I don't know what United are gonna do now, because let's be honest, yeah. We're on the 26th of December. Transfer window opens in what 6 days? I don't know what
Yeah.
United are gonna do, because what I've seen is apparently they don't want to spend the budget. They want to save it for the next. Why? Why do you want to save it next summer? Well, let's be honest. There, Tenor wants another 14 players. They don't want to back him. I just don't understand, man. For me, this board is just useless, man. I see people on Twitter
Yeah.
like saying, "Oh yes, the Glazers gonna." Well, okay, yes, it's good that Glazers gonna go, but think about the board. We want the board to. For me, I want the board to go first, then the owners. If I'm being honest here, if I had to pick board or Glazers, I'm picking board. I am picking the board because they've been incompetent. They've been slow, man. They've been so
But
slow. They're going
you
to.
still the owners are definitely they're still going to make decisions on who your board, or who your set of directors or board of directors are going to be. So it still boils down to the owners, if you know what I mean. The owners, the Glazers will still approve, who will be the manager, or who will be the will I say, who will be the sport director, who will be this, who will be that, blah blah blah, and all of that. So they may they may be a figurehead, but I actually feel, or they may have ceremonial functions actually, but I still believe they will still have influence in terms of decision making in the club, and that is why we are the way we are today. You understand? Because the Glazers, the decision making, their commitment to the club, it shows that they are zero. Like they are zero, and they're just nothing. And I can remember very well, Fabrizio Romano, he reported this earlier, I think some months ago, some months back. He said Manchester United must try as much as possible to avoid the same mistake we made in the winter, last January, if you can remember. I remember in that video, Fabrizio Romano said Manchester United had the opportunity. We had the opportunity to sign Luis Diaz. We had the opportunity to sign Vlahovic, but we actually missed out on these players.
Alvarez,
And
well, Alvarez.
yeah, Julian Alvarez too. Yes, he mentioned those three players. So you can imagine. And I can remember, even if Fabrizio said it, of course, every football person will know that when it comes to winter window, we can actually get good businesses, or they're actually good business in the winter window, of course. And with the way I am seeing it and the way we are seeing it, I think we are actually going to repeat the same mistake we had in the summer where we saw Luis Diaz, if not for the injury he had or he has now. I think he's a prolific player, So it's shocking. It's shocking. I can't comprehend why we have owners, we have people who, you want the success of a football club, you still want to be known as one of the best in the world. So why stiff your hands and why are you not committed? Like, why don't you give your all, your passion? We see what Todd Boyley, the Chelsea owner, is doing right now.
You know what?
He's
Bobby, if I'm being honest, I'm actually quite scared of Chelsea because look at what they're putting in their upstairs. They're getting director of football, they're getting sports directors. They just got one from Leipzig who's very very good.
yeah,
About to get Badia Shield. For me, I'm going to be honest. I'm scared of Chelsea. If I look at Chelsea, they look like they're starting to build a football club. Arsenal, I think they're doing their own thing. Obviously, they're going to get Mudryk. They're going to get their own thing. They've got their own board. They've got their own strategy. But with United, I don't know because I can't explain what we have because we have John Murtough who is competent. We still got Darren Fletcher who's part of the assistant coach. And what he's doing is he's doing multitasking. So he's doing assistant coach and he's doing technical coach. So I don't know what the hell his role is, but it just shows we're just jobs for the boys. I shouldn't be smiling, but for me, we are jobs for the boys, and we just let Tenog down, man. I just feel bad for him. And tomorrow we play, and if I don't hear loud chants of these Glazers and the board here,
of course. Like, I'm expecting it. Yeah, it's going to happen. Like, it's definitely going to happen. The fans are definitely not going to keep quiet. Every fan, like majority of the Man United fan base, will definitely be angry. You know why? Because it is your rival. This is
yeah.
Liverpool, and we all know Liverpool is our
It's
fierce
two deals
rival.
we fucked up, by the way, Toby. Frankie De Jong and Cody Gakpo. This is two deals we've let down Eric
Okay.
Tenag.
Yes.
For me, listen. This bring me back to our Frankie days. I'm sorry, but just bring because we let him down as well. But for me, I just want new owners for me come in, clear out all of the board, just clear all of them out. Look at City, man. Look at City, the way they have
Yeah.
their structure. Literally, it's just a laughing stock, man. But United fans, just whenever we win, we forget it. But listen, for me, listen. I've always said about these ownership, man, and the
It's
board. Like for me,
depressing. It's depressing.
honestly, like for me tomorrow, I'm expecting chance, man. United fans, you know what? If I swear that if I lived next to Old Trafford, I would actually walk. No, sorry. I would do a pitch invasion. That's what I would actually do. Do a pitch invasion. Get the game cancelled. Do a pitch invasion. Like what we did for the Super League. Do the same thing for tomorrow. What we did for the Super League. But obviously, that's too much. We want to get the 3 points for tomorrow. But yeah, exactly. Hashim says João Felix links to Chelsea. Exactly, man. Chelsea, they're more likely to go. He's more likely to go Chelsea because they're gonna act fast. They acted fast on in Cuckoo. They're gonna act fast on Badia Show. So yeah, Ryan says the board needs to go as well. The owners, yep. Yeah, the whole board needs to go, mate. John Merton needs to go. But then people want to tell me, oh, but he's been there at the club for 10 years or I don't know, man. For me, yeah, get him out, clear him, get get Luis Campos, man. Get Luis Campos from PSG. Get him in, man. I'd get him as a sporting director, and then as a director, you can possibly. I mean, there's directors out there, but they're probably either busy or I don't know. But for me, there's so many directors you can get. But with United, jobs for the boys. If you used to play for Man United, oh, you know what? Come in, mate. You can get a job here. So that's what United are basically are right now. But it's just sad, man, because before United used to be a top club with good structure with Sir Alex Ferguson, but yeah, no, incompetent FC.
Oh
Ryan
God,
says,
I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. Gakpo
yeah.
is young. He's 23. You can imagine the successes or what is going to happen in the future.
What do you think is going to happen, Toby, now? Because obviously we missed out on Gakpo. Felix, I don't think it's happening, but for me, the only
You know,
player, yeah, go on, Toby.
you know when Of course, the Felix deal may not happen, but my gut still tells me it will happen. And you know why? Because it will be like a panic buy, like a kind of let's say a response or a reflex, a reflex
He's the
action in
fans,
that.
he's the fans, Toby. Yeah.
Yeah, because we missed out on Gakpo. So to appease the fans, as the Glazers normally do, they might go all out to say, okay, let's get Felix since we missed out on Gakpo. So all this it shows we don't have a structure, we don't have a headway, and all of that. But I don't know. I just pray they don't influence Ten Hag in that.
Probably they'll go get Felix, and then they'll say, "Oh, listen, United fans, we got you Felix, so you can forget about
Exactly.
Gakpo." So
Yes.
that's what
That's
United.
what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yes.
it
That's
will
the only
happen.
way
And
we
then
can get Felix.
United fans will be like, "Yeah, we got Felix, title charge." That's what United fans will say on
Exactly.
Twitter. And then for
Yes.
me,
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, "Nah, mate. Well, okay. I thought you guys were sad about Gakpo. Now you're happy that we're getting Felix." Yeah, let's go back, Toby, to summer. We missed out on Frankie De Jong, but then in the end, Casemiro. Whoa, we got Cas. Listen, okay,
Exactly.
now, okay, listen, we can say Casemiro, oh, mate, he's been world class this season, but it just shows. I'm not saying Casemiro is a bad player, but it just shows that the board still is incompetent and still wants to appease the fans when they do things wrong. But that's not how it works, mate, because you're not meant to be slow in transfers, mate. Toby said it in the group chat. When it's winter window, you meant to be fast, not slow like summer. You
Yes.
meant to be fast because a lot of clubs have been keeping an eye on the World Cup, and clearly Liverpool, their scouts have been watching the Gakpo, and they've been listen. They got the deal in under what 30 minutes. Here we go. We got the hit. Here we go in under what 30 minutes.
I think I think you Orest. I think you said you were the one who put in the group chat. This is the Malaysia hijack 2.0. I think.
To
Sarah
be fair,
Malaysia hijack.
Toby, Romano said, "Here we go from Malasia to Lyon." So things could still change. Let's not forget, things could still change. But I just think now, PSV have already announced it that he's going to have a medical.
Yes,
So yeah,
they've
let's see.
announced it.
They've already announced it. So for me, yeah, like we can forget. I brought shame on you.
Shame, big shame.
Eric Ten Hag, I'm just so sorry for you, man. I mean, I don't know how he's feeling right now, but for me, I think I'm just thinking. Obviously, I'm 50-50 with Ten Hag if he wants Gakpo because obviously there was a question I asked him and he did smile. He did smile when someone asked him about Gakpo. What's his thoughts?
Yeah.
He did smile, but at the other side, maybe he didn't want Gakpo. Maybe he was looking at other option, but I don't know. I just think that Ten Hag, same agent, Gakpo, same agent. It could happen, but nah, not with United, mate. We're just too slow. Incompetency, exactly. Like if Huddersfield fans have to say competence about the boards, how bad are we now? Because even Huddersfield fans can even admit that we're competent. So, yeah, man. Ryan says, "I feel for you guys. The fans are being totally let down by the exactly." This is what I mean, man. This is what I mean. Man. They just don't care about fans. All they care about is the revenue that they make, the revenue and
Absolutely.
the money that they make from the league. Ryan says Gakpo would have played so much more at United than Liverpool, so I feel like he's been badly advised by his agent. Yeah, 100%. Like
Because of
if
the money.
Gakpo's agent is the same as Ten Hag's agent, then what the hell is Ten Hag doing as well? Like a bit can go to Ten Hag because I don't know what Ten Hag. Ten
Yes.
Hag, can you not convince him? Ten Hag, you have the same agent as Gakpo, mate. So I don't know what Ten Hag's doing there. But for me, I don't know. I feel like this is a dream. I need to wake up. Is this true, Toby? I don't know. Like, oh my goodness.
Seriously, it looks like a dream, but in as much as we are so pissed right now, or we are so heartbroken or let down, but part of me is also coming up with this speculation that it's possible Ten Hag may not necessarily need Gakpo, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah,
we have a lot of wingers, we have a lot of left wingers. You understand? Gakpo can play left, he can play right, and he can play as a striker, as a center forward. And when you check the stats, I think he plays better. He plays better on the left, and he has more goals on the left. You understand? Than the two other positions, if you know what I mean. So I feel it may all be part of this. It might all be part of a strategy or something, whatever it is. But regardless, Gakpo is versatile, and of course we need him. We need him and probably someone like we need Elanga out of the picture. We need to take some of these lads out. But the only consolation I can get or we can get is we have Ganacho, we have Ahmad Diallo. We still have prospect too. They are young as Gakpo is, you understand? But the difference is just that Gakpo gets or he gets more first team opportunities. He plays in a big club, if you know what I mean, like in Eredivisie. Yeah, he plays in a big club, so that's the only advantage. So I feel we are all hot right now. It is what it is. It has happened, but back let's still back Ten Hag. Let's still trust his decision. Missing out on Gakpo. I'm sure he was aware of these Liverpool deals. I'm sure Ten Hag is fully aware. The consolation we can get is let's trust Ten Hag. Let's still back him up. Let's see what he has. Maybe he may have a plan. He might have somebody else in mind. If you know what I mean. Let's just see how it goes because he knows. He said it. He knows. Martial is not reliable. Of course, Rashford can play as a centre forward, but definitely we need quality. Squad depth is very important, like very, very, very important because of the run of games, the too many games, fixture congestion, and all of that. So let's see. Let's just trust in him. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what
Yeah,
happens.
100%. Let's go through the comments. And I already got some swear words. Listen, I said it before backstage, but the United fans will swear a lot. I'm fucking pissed off with this transfer. I swear it is depressing being a United fan. Those kids have no experience. Ryan says Gakpo has a lot of experience at his age.
Yes,
Garnacho hasn't had
yes,
much yet, but he is a big prospect. Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. Like Garnacho for me, we just have to be careful, man. We can't rush him in, but he is looking good, Garnacho. But we just have to relax on him because he's still a kid. And yeah, man. I'm just gonna make the chat only sub mode. So give me a minute. But yeah, man. Make sure you guys do subscribe, smash the likes if you haven't already. And yeah, man. How do I make it? But yeah, man. Has anyone? Right, come on. Cool. Ali says Tanag, the real guy who's been failed here, happened in the summer too. As football fans, we do have a tendency to get carried away. Yeah, that's what United fans on Twitter do. They get carried away. They edit.
yes.
They make edits of Gakpo on United shirt. I've seen it. I've seen it too much.
Yes, I think I posted something like that too on my channel. Yeah, we do get carried away. True.
It's true. Like it's true. We do get carried away, and even myself, I posted it myself in here. So I don't know. I'm just calling out myself there. But listen, we get carried away too much, man. The United fans, they just don't want to hear the three words from me. Here we go. So whenever we get
Yeah.
a link, oh yeah, he's coming. So yeah, I mean we do play Nottingham Forest tomorrow. Toby, do you think we'll win? I mean, surely we win tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. We will win. It's a no-brainer, actually. We're playing against a Nottingham Forest side who is, I think, they are they are below. I think second to the last, or I think third to the last in the league table. So we have quality, of course, and our players, most of them who played in the World Cup, I think some of them are back, and it's definitely gonna, spice up the team, if you know what I mean. And the expectation, the race is on. Newcastle won, and I think the result of today's matches, it should be able to affect, in a positive way, the performance of our players. So Nottingham Forest is a piece of cake. That is the kind of matches we are supposed to win, because they are the key to winning the league. Teams like Nottingham Forest, if you know what I mean, you play against them, the lesser team in quotes, we could stand a chance of winning the league. So of course we should we should win. We should win comfortably against them.
Yeah, 100%. Now we just got the official from Fabrizio Romano saying that Liverpool have signed Cody Gakpo from PSV. The deal has been signed tonight between clubs. Gakpo will sign long-term deal later this week as contract is fully agreed to. Liverpool will pay 37 million plus add-ons up to 50 million package. There we go. So yeah, man. I'm just speechless, man. I'm out.
Honestly, you
I'm
know,
out.
you know, you and I and everyone and every United fan watching right now, we wouldn't be this pissed if it wasn't Liverpool. Probably if he went to Madrid or he signed to another club outside the Premier League, I'm not sure we wouldn't be this pissed. But this is Liverpool. This is one of our fiercest rival in history, and I can imagine how painful it is. So it is what it is. We just have to move on, and just have to move on.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go for the comments. Please, Fresh Forest is Ryan. We will do it. We will do it. Don't worry. Got a comment here saying, I think Madrid and Man City are the best when it comes to strengthening the squad. Yeah, 100%. Because they've got elite structure. That's both of this club. They've got elite structure and they're elite
True.
scouts. So yeah.
Yeah.
Got a comment here saying, so I had a look at the table and you have 2 games in hand on Tottenham. So if you win both, you will go into the top 4. Yep, 100%. So we just have to take it game by game. Like let's not get carried
Yeah.
away. Game by game. For Nottingham Forest tomorrow, 3 points. If not, okay, we take on the chin. So yeah, I think this is United fan. We are not even going to finish top 5.
I can understand this frustration. Actually, I really understand. We need to strengthen this January. We need to strengthen because
I don't
the
understand
fixture.
Gakpo, man. Gakpo, why is he going to Liverpool? They're not going to get Champions League this season. I don't think they'll get Champions League, so I don't know why he's going. This is the thing with Frank de Jong, man. He just pisses me off. Frank de Jong said hey, he wants Champions League football. He stayed at Barcelona. Now they're facing us in Europa League. Then Gakpo wants also Champions League. He's going to Liverpool. And
I
yeah,
think I agree. I agree with what Ryan said. Actually, when it comes to management, that's when it comes to Gakpo's development and playing time. In that, he will be well managed in Manchester United compared to Liverpool because when the likes of Diaz, Jota, Firmino, when they return, what's going to happen? Like, he definitely may have more reduced minutes compared to what he's expecting or may get in Manchester United. Because when he comes in, I think there was a report that said definitely Elanga will go on loan or probably a possible permanent sale. And of course, Sancho is not yet back. So you can imagine the influence Gakpo is going to add to that team or to that squad. It could be an immediate impact, just like how the likes of Lisandro Martinez and um, Malasia, towards his first, I think, match appearance and all of that. He had a couple of run on games. So I feel Gakpo will definitely have that, instant impact because this is a manager who we all believe Ten Hag knows. He knows his ability and what he's capable of. So, let's just cross our fingers and see how the club will react to and who the club is definitely going to get to fill the void because Ten Hag has made it no secret. We definitely need a striker. We need a striker.
yeah, 100%. I'm just gonna show this tweet that I just saw now. Everybody at board level at United needs sacking. They all need sacking. It is embarrassing. Big up to Adam Fahim. I just retweeted this tweet. But listen, it's facts though. They all need sacking. Like for me, I don't know who to blame. Well, obviously the board you can blame, but Tanag, like, come on, man. Your agent is the same as Gagbo. You should have done a bit better there. But listen, maybe Tanag's thinking of a proper number 9, like not a
Yeah,
wing or
it's
that can
possible.
only. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Because maybe Tanag wants a striker. That's actually a number 9. That's young age, long term future. So maybe Osimhen, your Nigerian boy told me maybe Osimhen, maybe
Yeah, okay, okay.
Vlahovic is one of them maybe that we
But
might
he's
get.
definitely not going to come cheap. Osimhen is not going to come cheap.
Oh yeah,
Trust me.
100%. 80 million, 90 million, yeah.
Nah, they could collect 100. They could ask for 100 or 120.
Maybe agent Toby can do a bit of agent here. Toby, can you just
Yeah,
let's go.
well, it's possible.
Um, why would I already read that out? It's such an exciting project at United. So for me, listen, I'm not being biased here, but if you told I don't know a player, you wanna come to Manchester United where there's a project here under Ten Hag, we're doing well, they would all agree to. I don't know why Gakpo didn't want to join. Like Gakpo, mate, you're out of your mind for going Liverpool, and you're gonna get booed by the way when you come to Old Trafford. Yeah,
Yeah, he's
you'll
going to be
get a
booed.
boost. He's getting booed, mate.
But trust me. Let's be fair. Let's be fair. It's not Gakpo's fault. He has waited a long time. He has waited a long. Even Fabrizio reported the news, an update on Gakpo. Gakpo's I think the contact between Manchester United and Gakpo, I think whether it's in progress, it's ongoing, it's actually in progress. So there was a report this I think this morning or thereabouts, just today. So my point is it still boils down to Ten Hag actually. Maybe he doesn't want Gakpo. You understand? Maybe he doesn't want Gakpo, but Gakpo has tried. He declared his intentions. Of course, I love Manchester United. I would love to play for them, but in spite of his public utterances or his public confession.
Just agent talk, man. Yeah, agent talk.
Yeah, so regardless, but we are not making the move, so you can't blame him. This is somebody who
No,
he
no,
he missed
yeah, I'm not blaming.
he,
Yeah, yeah, I'm
he
not blaming.
missed out going to Leeds. Let's
Yeah,
remember.
and
I think was it
Southampton as well. Southampton, yeah.
okay. It was Southampton, of course.
They
They
both,
they
no, but
wanted
it was both. It was both Leeds and Southampton. They wanted them, and then
okay,
he's
fine.
yeah.
Leeds and
So
Southampton. The deal was closed. I think was it to Leeds or either of them. I think the deal was closed, but was very close. But he rejected because he still felt that chance to play for Manchester United will come. But
yeah,
unfortunately, it didn't come. And an opportunity to play for Liverpool comes. Trust me, it's a no-brainer. You will go if it were you or if it were to be me, of course. We may do the same thing as he has done. So Gakpo shouldn't be booed, in my opinion. The boos should be directed closely to the Glazers, to John Murtough, Richard Arnold, and whoever is in charge. We should keep booing them. Gakpo is just innocent, and of course, he's the victim here. If you know what I mean. So all the boos should be directed straight to the Glazers.
100%. Very wise words in that too. Yeah. Wasn't it report? Ryan says, was it not reported that Gakpo contract was agreed with United? I think it
Exactly. This is
was.
what this yes, this is what I just talked about today. Yes, Fabrizio carried this. He carried the news. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Romano on United stand today. He said United hierarchy. They just think about the fee. Like, why are you thinking about the fee? You paid Fred 60 million. So what's the difference of paying Gakpo for 50 million? I just don't. So now look at Liverpool. Yeah, 37 million plus 30 million add-ons. Why can't United do that? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Just think smart. Don't think, 50 million, we have to pay all the money. No, they're structured add-ons. You like what you did to Casemiro, like what you did with Anthony. You did 80 plus, what was it, 80 plus 15 million or 70 plus 15, something like that. So yeah, look at Martinez. We did 45 plus 10 million add-ons. Why can't United do that? Gakpo, but listen, let's just save our money for summer. Why not? Let's save it because I don't know, because they're just broke, mate. But for me, get new owners in that wants to win titles, that wants to compete, because I've had enough with this owners and with the board, mate. I've really want
Honestly,
to revamp.
honestly.
I want to revamp Old Trafford as well. Like this, our roof is still leaking. I've seen videos. Like for me, it's just embarrassing, man. It's just embarrassing. Osimhen would be a good signing, so go get him a proper centre forward. Osimhen is class, to be fair. Joao Felix should be 100% United's priority. Really depends what Ten Hag wants. It really depends what Ten Hag wants. I think Osimhen would be the better option over Felix, in my opinion. Yeah, maybe. Admin says, nah, Felix might come up Yeah, mate. He could come Chelsea, but you never know. Because
Yeah, we never know exactly.
Madrid want Felix on loan with an obligation to buy. United should be taking that deal, man. On loan,
Yeah.
obligation to buy. But I don't know. Let's give our score prediction for tomorrow, Toby. Obviously, we play tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Eric Tanag and Bo. I'm gonna say 4-0 United.
Fair enough.
I'm ruthless. 4-0. Like I know Lingard we will return, but Henderson won't because he can't play against us. So they're gonna have to use a different
Yeah.
key. So 4-0 United.
So it's a 3-0 for 3-0 for me.
3-0.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
3.
me, I think clean sheet is important. I know Martinez won't be able to join. I think he should be fine for Wolverhampton this weekend. So Martinez should be fine. But let's get
Yeah.
score prediction in the chats, guys. 4-0 says Ryan, 3-1 says Joe. Yeah, make sure you guys do smash the likes. As regards to the lineup, for me, I'll play same against Burnley, but play De Gea and play Shaw, play Anthony, and that's it. I think same lineup against Burnley, but maybe like 3
But
changes.
what about Maguire?
No. On the bench. On the bench. If he's
But
lucky
but
enough.
trust.
If he's lucky enough. To be fair,
But
you know,
my
I'm surprised normally we would get squads that travel, but we haven't got that so far. So I'm surprised that we haven't got anything. So yeah. I think it should come out early morning tomorrow that the squads who've traveled, but surprised because
yeah.
they usually release like who's trained today. But for me, it still shows that there's still leaks at the club tour. Like we have
Exactly.
still leaks. It could be Aaron
It's
Ramsey.
true.
For me, it's the English people, man. It's either Wan-Bissaka, probably Maguire, but we still have leaks at the club. But everyone likes to blame Paul Pogba for the leaks. They all say that he's a virus, he's a leaker. So I don't know, man. For me, whatever Richard Arnold said, oh, we've cleared that. We're gonna try and clear out the leaks. Well, we haven't, mate. You haven't. Do we have any team news for tonight? Because Martin's back. Unfortunately, not Ryan. He won't be back.
No, he's not
So
back.
he's not back. So yeah, man. He should be back for this weekend against Wolverhampton away, which is a test because of the manager bounce for Wolves. And plus, they won today against Everton 2-1 at Everton Stadium, so that's a massive one for them. Martinez shouldn't be allowed to have extra time off as the players knew they were back on 20. Exactly, man. For me, I agree with Toby. Do you see that quote from Ten Hag said, Lissandro Martin has to realise start on 27th. So Martinez, you can't take those extra days off. He has to return quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the likes of Mbappe, Mbappe is back. He's back to the French team. And I don't know why Varane himself is not back, and I don't know why our players are not back. I don't know. I don't know why they are not back, but they should be back at this point in time, to set the ground rolling, to set the ground rolling. But there could be a reason, and it can be a blessing in disguise. That's why I asked you about Maguire, because the likes of Maguire and Lindelof, this can be their perfect chance, opportunity to impress. Because imagine they impress the manager, of course, they'll play against Nottingham Forest. Then who are we playing after Nottingham Forest? Our next
We're
game.
playing Wolverhampton away. Wolverhampton away.
Okay, we're playing Wolverhampton. Okay, imagine they play well against Nottingham Forest, play against Wolverhampton, and the next game they still play well. Trust me, it's going to be a hell of a job for Martinez to get back into the team, even if we love him. Discipline, that's what Ten Hag will definitely want to implement, and to show to these players. Of course, you had an extra time off, which you weren't supposed to have. You were supposed to return to the team, but he's definitely going to discipline them. But they will surely get back into the team. But you know, he's definitely going to allow the flow, the run of form. He's definitely going to allow it to keep up. Lindelof, Maguire. That's why I said it's a blessing in disguise, actually. So let's see how it goes.
100%. We will wrap up soon because I want to keep this short as possible. I already read that Rashford hat trick and Garnacho. Yeah, interesting, man. I think Rashford's on superb form, but he keep up. For me, with Rashford, he has to keep up. He's playing well. He has to keep up. He has to be consistent. I'm liking what Rashford's doing, but he needs to do more of this and be consistent because with Rashford, he has one good game Next game he goes missing, so I don't want that for Rashford. We've got that Joe. Who knows if he starts or not? But listen, we just have to get the 3 points tomorrow, move on to the next game because for me, we have to. I think every game we have to treat it like a cup final. And then we play Carabao Cup soon, so we need to take that seriously as well. But yeah, man. Toby, do you want to give in your final thoughts on Manchester United in general next? We're just screwed, aren't we?
Well, trust me, as we have missed out on Gakpo, I don't see. I don't think we'll make any transfer dealings this summer, except maybe on the right back. Probably we'll just get one person in that's definitely gonna compete with um Diego Dalo. You understand? That's if Wan-Bissaka leaves the club. But if he impresses against Nottingham Forest, impresses against Wolves, then I think he may have a chance. But aside that, I don't think we might have anyone coming into the club. We might just wait till summer before we make any transfer dealings because the Manchester United, this club is, sometimes they used to make somebody's head turn, like as if I don't know. I'm so tired and depressed right now. Like the club is.
Toby, I feel you, mate. For me, listen, I was in Hannah's watching them, yeah. When I was going through my phone and I saw we go, my heart, I had to move my mic. My heart literally dropped. Like I was out of emotion. So for me, listen, now it makes me zero confidence for going to the January transfer window. I'm zero confidence. I have zero confidence going to the January transfer window because we still have fringe players, we still have mediocrity players, but with United, they want to keep them, save the wage. So for me, I'm out of words. But listen, tune in, guys, for another live stream on Thursday where you will see the rest of my anger. But listen, I just decided to do a short video explaining about how screwed we are as a football club in general. And yeah, man, Toby, do you want to sell your socials if you want?
Yeah, of course. You can reach me on MUFC Global underscore MUFC Global on Instagram. More Manchester United content. If you're a Manchester United fan, and probably a rival fan who you just want to show some love. So that's where you can find me.
Big up Toby and big up for joining as well. Appreciate you joining. I shall be watching the game. I think everyone's gonna be watching the game. Big up lads, great stream. Big up Ryan, man, always commenting and tuning in. So big up.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys do
Big up,
smash the
Ryan.
like. Do smash the likes, smash those likes, subscribe if you're new. We'll be back on Thursday. Time is undecided, but we are back on Thursday. But listen, guys, smash those likes and see you later. United Football Club, Finito.